Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Graveyard Keeper, shall we? Well, guess what? I learned something. I learned something amazing, which was I in fact did beat the entire Better Save Soul DLC. I thought maybe something else was going to happen. That is not the case at all. It's done. Sending Slimer away, or Smiler rather, is optional even. You don't have to do that. I did do that, and we're all done with the DLC in every part. I got every achievement for the DLC, I've unlocked every piece of technology, and I believe built everything and done everything regarding it. And so, I need iron chisels. What that means is I'm in a unique position where I can actually rate this game in terms of this DLC. I'm just going to rate this DLC, talk about it right here. I might make separate videos where I rate the entire game and on and on and on, but while I'm working, I'm just going to discuss what I make of this particular DLC. And what I make of it is this. It is, compared to the other DLCs, it is the least complementary to the game's story and the least additive to the game's function, in my opinion. It does some really, really nice things in terms of end game quality of life features, but overall I felt the story to end very abruptly. It surprised me. I was like, what? It's done? And they're like, yeah, it's all done. And that was odd. It didn't feel like it necessarily added much to the game, and I don't know what I make of it. Now, for a person like myself who was interested in trying to get, top quality graveyard, the way that you can now work with the bodies is very, very interesting, but you could say as a backlash, the soul system and the shard system for dealing with bodies makes the game of embalming and getting the science of all that right completely irrelevant. You don't need to finesse the embalming strategy with the organs really anymore. You can retrofit and correct your mistakes, which is really cool. But you could also say, well, it takes away some of the science behind it that was perfected in previous expansions. The other thing is, yes, it makes it so that you can improve the bodies that you have, but by also upgrading the overall quality of the graves, now you have a lot more work to do when you're trying to get max quality on things. So if you're a perfectionist and you want a full army of zombies, sweet fancy Moses, it's going to be difficult to get perfect zombies, perfect bodies. You know what, though? Difficult is not the right word. I don't mean to say it's going to be difficult. I mean to say it's going to be time-consuming. And what I mean specifically by that is just the effort that it's going to take to get all these bodies going, I think is going to make me overwhelmed. And so I kind of want to just spend this time in this episode looking at exactly what that will take. Alright, so zombie workers aside, we have a new body. Alright, so we've got a new corpse coming in, and we'll just pick this up. And is there anybody in here? Well, yes, there is. And we're going to get shards, which is great. This is pretty much all we're doing at this point, is just getting shards. And then we are doing autopsies on bodies to try and find regular 2-skull organs, as well as the exceptional 3-skull organs. I did have a buddy who made a great point that the 3 red skull and 3 white skull zombie organs might be useful for workers, because for workers, I don't think you care about the red skull count I think only the white skull count is factored when you're talking about work efficiency, and I do want to test that. So these are some theories and things that I'm just going to mess with as I work on this episode. I'm very interested in the comments below for you guys to discuss what you make of the DLC. Like, do you think that, you know, oh, there's a 3 and 3 that I might use. This DLC's story was satisfactory. I realize that me giving my opinion sways things, perhaps, but please don't agree with me if you don't. Just, you know, let's have a discussion. What do you guys think? Like, was this content worthwhile to you as Graveyard Keeper players? I know that many of you have also commented that it looks like there's going to be more DLC, and if that's the case, well then great. You know, maybe this was just like one on the way to some other ones, and, you know, I just have to be patient, and I can respect that. Do I have anything to give you? Yeah, I got some coal. Here you go. But all in all, me personally, I just kind of find it, I mean, like, when you're coming against Game of Crone, which the DLC was extremely well thought out, well produced, there was an amazing story, there was all these options, and it took a long time to complete, it's just, it's not quite up to that standard, at least story-wise. And then even functionally, I mean, I guess you could argue that the refugee camp isn't as impactful as the extension in the dungeon with the souls, but I'm not sure about that even. So, next I want to upgrade this zombie right here. So this guy can just crank out the crates. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to do a little bit of experimentation and talk to you guys about what the future is of this series. There are some options here for us. I could, if there was interest, like if people expressed a genuine interest, one path for the rest of this series would be to upgrade every grave and upgrade every worker to max. I could work on that, build all the gravestones to grave fences, get all the organs, blood, fat, flesh, skin perfected, slot that in, max it all out. I could make videos of my progress doing that, but the ultimate question I have for you is, would that be something that anyone's interested in watching, or is that too tedious? Is it not going to be fun to watch me, you know, grind away at that? So the question will be, would it be interesting for you guys to watch the progress of that as videos, or is that not substantial enough to captivate your interest? Because if nobody's going to watch it, well then, you know, I don't see a purpose. Alright, so this guy is got work efficiency 15. Alright, and then let's just go ahead. We need to give this guy a lot. He doesn't even have any blood. He doesn't even have all of his organs. My dude, let's see, he needs fat, blood, and he needs a heart. Do I have a 3 and 3 heart? I don't. I have a 3 and 3 minus 2, but that's not what I want to use right here. What I want to use is just a massively... I can use the 2 and 2, that's fine, honestly. But if I have a 3 and 3, it would save me some shards. We'll have to see if that's a thing. No, I have good ones. I only have good ones. Alright. So then, I'm going to go into the mortuary rack that has hearts, and I'm going to take out a 2 and 2. Because I can't use this on bodies for the graveyard, but I think I can use this for a zombie here that needs resurrected. Now, I also want to take out these intestine. And now let's look at this guy. His work efficiency went down to 15%, even though he's only 4 white skulls, so I don't know what the deal is with that. He was 15%. So maybe, is that like the bottom you can get? Let me see what's going on here. Let's see what happens if I slot in one of these really, really foul 3 and 3 intestine that I have lying around. Oh, I know I got one. Where are you? This body also needs embalmed. Alright, let's see. 15% again. Maybe, can you not up the work efficiency of a zombie that you've... Let me put it back down. Let me see if it's still... Okay, it just doesn't update the work efficiency when it's lying there. But if you pick it up and put it back down, it does refresh that work efficiency. So we're up to 18%. So let's see how high we can get if we do this correctly. We'll do full flesh, we'll do full skin, and we'll embalm it. And I'm not going to care at all about the red skulls, and I'm going to see if I can get to that, 65, 66 number. Okay. Alright, so let's go over here. And we'll just work on this heart. I will craft in a white skull on this. And this will be the only time I experiment on organs that have plus red skulls. Now, if they would patch this really quickly, this would expedite the entire process. If from this screen, when I'm selecting, to upgrade skin, for example, which is what I'm working on, if I could just say, hey, look, I want to put 2 white skulls on this and do that in one go, instead of having to do it, work it, select it, find it, it's a little bit not my favorite. Okay, here's some more skin. That should be good. All right, now let me get the blood. All right. By the way, I did read this online because I was perplexed by it, and we'll do the fat. The soul gratitude is only consumed if you trigger remote labor using the beacons or whatever, and I just haven't found myself in a spot where I really, really want to do that. So although maybe it's... what it would be good for, I guess, is if you were speed running. Maybe it would be really, really effective to speed run, and you could cut down your times for that. So maybe they did it for speed run players. That would make sense. For a person like me, most of the time I can teleport around fast enough to it not being worth my while, but I might be in a unique situation. I don't know. Ding, ding, ding. Alright, we got all that. We got that. Everything else is garbage. We'll take this body away and just burn it up. I will say, the crematoriums alone might be worth the DLC. They're so good. So there is a lot to like about it. The story just ended abruptly, and it was shorter than I was expecting. That's all. Alright. So... Wait a minute. This isn't what I'm looking for. This is like... Is this my zombie? It is. Oh, that's right. I took his stuff out. That's right. Okay. Alright. Well, we've got to get you a better brain. We've got to get you a better lot of stuff. Okay, so let's give you... do I have a brain that's 3 and 3? That would be a lifesaver. Here it is. Alright, let's get that in there. And then let's get in... I know I made some really, really good... I made a good heart for you. Not that one. Not that one. Yep, there's the modified skin that we're looking for. Where's that heart? I have a 3 and 2 heart that I crafted. Handcrafted. Nah. I wanna use the one that we made. There it is. Alright, so now let's take this off and put it back down, and we're at 30%. Okay, this is looking really good. So we just need to do the blood the fat and the flesh and put it all in there. Fat's the worst because it's just -1 white, so it takes 4 modifications to get it going. Here we go. Now, if I could also, if I could like outsource this labor and have a zombie kind of slowly churning these out, maybe that would mitigate this in a more meaningful way. Blood. Blood. Oh god, I took it out. There it is. Blood. You know what I should do, even though it's kind of crazy, is just empty my entire inventory except for the items I'm working on so I don't have to look through it all when I'm sorting. This is like the efficiency that I'm looking for at the end of the game. That's kind of where we're at. It's pretty obscene. Where's a flesh that I can use? Did I already upgrade one? Oh, whatever. I need to do it to so many flesh anyway. It's fine. Alright. It took a lot, but we're there. Okay. So, Zombo, how you living? I have this one bag, like, way at the bottom. Oh, there we go. Alright. And you need flesh and fat. Okay, and one more thing. There it is. Alright, let's see what your efficiency gets up to now, my friend. How are you? You're at 52% with 8 red skulls. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it on the embalming table. We need to do glue? Go ahead, craft it. Alright, that's great. Okay, so the next step then is to start looking at how many gravestones do I need total. Can you make all this marble for us while I'm looking around? I'm going to start writing things down. I need to get a little sleep. Actually, if you could just, you know, do a little of that, it would help. I could put that log away. I am refreshed. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. That's the double save right there is what that is. Okay. One thing that's nice about the map, I guess, is that if I check the map, I think I can look in the morgue and then see the progress of the embalming. And so I could, like, remotely do the embalming for a bunch of bodies at one time. So that's useful. I guess I can also remotely do blood, right? Let me see this. How many of my gratitude is that using? You know what? Maybe this is the secret. Maybe just do it all like remotely while I do other things, and this will start to add up. I mean, it's not even using hardly any gratitude. Oh, I think I read that. If it doesn't take energy, it doesn't use gratitude. So what that means is I don't think this takes energy. So I can just start churning out, like, the good blood. until I don't need blood for anything anymore. Until I have enough powerful blood for every zombie and every body, then I can like move on to something else, potentially. There's 14. God, that's good. Alright, well, this actually looks a little bit promising. It's going to be a lot to do all at once. Like, if I could, oops, not this, queue this up, then we'd be talking about, you know, maybe something a little bit, if I could build more than one workbench or something, then maybe we'd be onto it, but for now, we're not there. But what I can do is start gathering all the resources that I need and put them in the box that's by the workbench, so remotely I can at least work on, you know, some of these, the skin, the flesh, the fat, and the blood, get enough of that for everything, and then be making headway, kind of, while I do all of the other stuff, which would be like making the top quality grave features. Another thing that would be nice, if on this screen you could do like a select all, and then remove them all in one go that you have selected kind of thing. I know I'm getting really into the weeds on quality of life features, but if you're talking about completing a repetitive task 100 times over, efficiency and flow really come to the foreground as things that you would want. Anywho, hey, let's give you a new embalm. I'm gonna need to make so much more embalm. I'm gonna have to go see Clotho to buy all the, like, the stuff for glue and on and on and on. It's actually, though, I think I only need to re-embalm the zombies, because they haven't, not even re-embalmed, they just haven't been embalmed. So it's the zombies that need embalmed, but the bodies that are in my graveyard have all been max embalmed, I believe. So it's not as bad as it sounds. Okay, go to the morgue. Select it. Okay, I can't. I'm not sure why. There we go. Workbench, organ modification. Okay. And yeah, you can only see the chests that are there. This actually streamlines this process too, because you don't have to see all the junk that's there. Alright, well then let's just upgrade. Yeah. Go ahead. Do that. How you doing on the marble, buddy? You're probably done, because you're a boss. Alright. I'm just going to put you here, and you can make some wedges. Oh, you know what? Firewood is not a bad idea either. Charcoal. What does that take again? That's right. So I can turn all this graphite into charcoal, and we want to do that. Okay, perfect. Now from here, I can start crafting. If I want to make the best grave features, like this thing, for example, I have to have 3 gold busts for every single one, which is an astronomical number. Oh, can I queue this? Well, let's make all the fences. Let's just do that. Let's go see how many I need. If I can queue that and put a zombie on that... Oh, you know what? I actually can. That's not a problem. It's just the busts that are difficult. Okay, okay. Alright, so let's see. I think I'm going to have to end up taking out these columbariums. Because, what, they're 20 quality? And they're taking the space of a grave plot. I think all of these have to go. And let's just count them as one grave for now. But if there's room for more, then I'll put them in. I think like right here I could get 3 graves in the place of those columbariums, for example. And the grave quality now is so high that this is worth it. Okay. So let's say there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, plus 6 is 29, plus 6 is 35, plus 4 is 39, plus 10 is 49, 10 more, 59, plus 8 is 68, plus 12 is 80, plus 12 more is 92, plus 4, 96. So I'm going to make 96 fences. 95, actually, because I made one that's top quality already. So we're going to make 95 of those things. That's a big number. Exciting. Oh, and you know what time it is to go to the morgue? Well, yes, to go to the workbench, organ modification, work on this blood, craft it. Yep. And then go back to the morgue and go to the embalming table 2 and put in, you know, the silver injection. Actually, do the lye. Okay. Alright, now I'm starting to see all of the benefit of this. Alright. I'm going to throw on... We're going to need so much gold. Alright, so we're going to have to start buying gold all day long. You actually only need gold for the fence. You don't need it for the sculpture on the top. So we can make 52. We'll queue that up. And, this guy's only 15% efficiency? Do I have a good worker over here? 12. 10. Oh my, sweet Moses, I don't. Well, anyway. It's better than nothing. Here you go. Go ahead and do that. Get those producing. Excellent. And then... let's work on gold, right? Okay. I'm also going to just start throwing all my zombies from this area over here and modify them. I can put them all on embalming tables and get them going, and then that way I can have like a stable of good workers. I might not upgrade all of my workers. I'm not sure about that yet, but what I can do is upgrade enough of them so that if I need work expedited in a particular area, for example, I can just do that. I can just switch them around. I can actually use that heart for a body in the graveyard if need be. Okay, and then you are done with lye, so you can have silver, and then I think actually you're done after that. Oh, and while you're here, might as well... Wait, did you already have gold? Did you have silver? Nope. There you go. Get these going in there. I missed my prayer. I was so excited. I missed my prayer. It's a disaster. It's not really a disaster. Honestly, at this point, because of the weight of the conversion works. If I could just use my experience to buy shards, soul shards, my extra experience orbs, then I would be able to really, really start flying. I know it's a lot to ask. I'm just a modest man. That's all I ask. Okay. Alright. So, this body is what? Ooh, nice heart. Love it. Take that. Get that out of there. There we go. Alright, we've absolutely annihilated this corpse. Okay. Now, this body is 65%. 26 white skulls. I think that's the top that we can get. And zombies, I don't think care. The red skulls don't affect them in terms of their work. So this zombie is going to be crushing it. And while you're crushing it, I want you to crush these fences, my friend. Just take this zombie, put this zombie on the task, and then the fences are going to just get taken care of. I'm going to take this zombie, put it on the embalming table, and continue Operation Zombie. Okay. Glue. Silver. Nope. Glue. Glue. Silver. Alright. There we go. And while we're here, workbench, organs, blood. Max it out. Great. There it is. Well, everyone, we have a system. It ain't perfect. It ain't completely efficient, but it's rolling. Hey, what happened? Why are you not making these? Hey, are you full? Are we full on space? No. Why aren't you making these? What's wrong with the... What ingredient? Do I have the gold jewelry details on me? Oh my god. I must have something that this guy needs on me. Let me look at what that would be. Yep, I have the jewelry details. There you go. Finish those up. Look at how fast that guy goes. Holy cannoli. So we have this system going. We know exactly what we need. We need like 95 fences, 95 busts, or new gravestones. Then we can work using the remote system to start prepping all the organs, the blood, the fat, the flesh, and the skin that we need. And maybe we can get there. So... You know, I think there's some motivation to try this for a little bit to see if I can streamline, smooth this out, find any kinks in it, and see how it goes. If it runs out of steam, it runs out of steam, but I am curious to know what you guys think. Do you think this is a worthwhile pursuit or just an egregious waste of time? Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please give it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already, and if you want to help out even more, there are links in the description below to support the channel above and beyond by becoming a member or a patron and really helping me continue making this content. Everyone, I want to thank you so much. I hope you have an excellent evening or day. I'll check you next time in Let's Play Graveyard Keeper. Take care.